Hi guys, it's George here at Optics Warehouse. Hope you can hear me. I am out here at our test facility and just using the GoPro on my own, so the audio might not be as good as usual. With recent years we've seen loads and loads of tripods come out, and this year 2024 is no exception. We have two new tripods, well, a range of new tripods from Manfrotto. So for some of you that name might be familiar. Manfrotto have been making tripods in Italy for a very long time, mostly centered around the photography world, but with the Alpha S.H.O.T, I believe these are called, they are making their first forays into shooting tripods, and I've got to admit, first impressions, very impressed. I'm going to do a quick video for you guys today. I'm going to compare it against the old bog standard, the BOG Death Grip, and see if this admittedly aging tripod has got what it takes to stand up against these newcomers. So this one here, this is their sort of entry level one, and this is sub £400 aluminium, but still packed full of a load of different features. So first thing you notice, you have this big handle sticking out the side here. What is that? That is a squeeze release. See up there, squeeze that, and you can then freely move that ball head to whatever you want. Once it's in that place, it is then locked in tight. As you can see, I've got a rifle in there, more than enough to hold an air rifle. I've tried it with a few others, some a bit heavier and some with some more awkward shapes in, which I'll get to that a bit later. The stiffness that turns at is tensioned here, this little twist gauge, and if you look in here, just in there, you see a little red flag, and that moves left or right depending on whether you're tensioning or slackening. All their tripods seem to be really high quality kit. They've got all feature quick release latch locks, so if you wanted to adjust, you just pop it and close. Really sturdy system. To get those to budge, you have to really force them to. Something you're not ever going to do with them, but leaning in, taking a shot, any recoil, stuff like that, they're not going to budge at all. Feet on these, well, actually I'll show you this bit first. So standard sort of lock here, you pull and you can then go at your various different angles and then just ratchet it down to 20 degrees, just like the BOG, except they have the flick to one side. Feet on these, I'm popping on his side, they are the standard rubber feet, twist to reveal spikes. Not that it's groundbreaking, but very well executed here, and what you come to expect from a tripod nowadays. Then here, this one here is essentially what I've just showed you, but it's bigger brother and in carbon. Very, very light. Got the rifle in there, and I can freely move that about and use it just like that. With rifle in there, easy to move. You can see that ball head, all that clamp, the rifle's rock solid in there. It's not moving. There's no fear of that dropping your rifle. So how does that compare to the old faithful, the BOG Death Grip? Those of you who have called in know that I'm a particular fan of the BOG Death Grip. When I started working here at Optics Warehouse, I bought one. I still use it. It's my tried and true. It's my benchmark to test any tripod against, and I think it's showing its age. So in the pan here, I don't know if you can hear that or see that, it's notchy. It works, but it's notchy. Tilt, again, little notchy, and as you can see, I've tilted back. I want to tilt back forward. I'm lifting out of the jaws just because this tension here is very hard to get set dead right. If you guys have used a the Death Grip for a long time, you'll be aware of what I call the Death Grip droop. Essentially, over time, this is a brand new one, so it's not doing it, but over time, this here wears, and essentially, it will only ever hold your rifle like that, tilted up, barrel to the sky, if you walked away and left it. The nice thing though, they do have the best jaws on offer at the moment. I haven't seen a company that's beat them yet. So that's probably the main difference between the two. So the original plan was to use an FX impact in with the Manfrotto, but these jaws here, they don't go wide enough. I tried it with a Walther RM8, the Rotex, again, not wide enough. Are there ways around this? Yes, there are. Manfrotto have thought of this. So they've got a very nifty system in here. So you've got a little brass collar, you rotate that out, and then that quick releases off. Now looking at that, you might think that that is an Arca plate. We all did at first too. It's not, it's Arca adjacent. They are supplied with these little plates here with your, I think it's 3/8 thread, is it? It's the smaller of the universal tripod plates. It slots in there like so. As you can see, it activates the quick release on its own, and then you can put whatever you want in there. So if you wanted to use the Vanguard Endeavour head, you can. If you want to use a Vector Optics, you can. If you wanted to use a BOG Death Grip head in this tripod, you can. So they are aware they couldn't make something to please everyone, but they could have a damn good go and allow something engineered in to suit everyone. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to attach a camera to that one there, do some pan, some tilt, so you can see how stable the Manfrotto is as you're using it to line up to take a shot. Right guys, so I've set up the camera on the scope. That we'll get to a bit later. So it's really good bit of kit there for filming your shoots. I've got the GoPro on as well, one so you can see what I'm doing from this view from the outside, but then also hopefully it'll capture the audio. I don't know how well the audio captures on this. So set this up, get that focused. There we go. So that's now recording there. So the point of this isn't to show off the scope as such, it's to show off, that's a bit better, isn't it? Just how easy it is to pivot, pan, tilt, get on target, hold on target, and just use it as a tripod. I've got all freedom of movement. One potential downside of this, it's not the tripod's fault, it's easy for a user error in that you can be slightly canted over like that and not necessarily know it. Because it's so fluid, you've got to be on your game. If we go up over there, that's, if I remember right, when I range found that, about 300-ish yards away, and you can see it's dead easy to get zoomed in, pan around. You know, if there was a fox there, you would have him dead to rights. If there was a deer there, whatever, whenever you're shooting situation, this is just easy to use, easy to shoot from. You know, I can hold the rifle forward of the action, so I've got all the access to the bits I like. So, right, so that concludes the video on the Manfrotto tripods. I think excellent quality, excellent pieces of kit. I think they've aged out. The age of BOG superiority is a thing of the past now, and like the Manfrotto, they're just outclassing it now. Another thing just to add, if you want any of the kit that I've shown in the video, where it's the Manfrotto, the BOG, the other Manfrotto scopes, as that's a different video, we should be starting to add these now to these exact ones here that I'm using to our Optics Warehouse competitions. So keep an eye on our draws page to be in with a chance to win these pieces of amazing equipment. I've been George, thank you very much.